Yo, what's up guys? It's Lucrative Roots, and in today's video, I'm gonna be showing y'all how to get some beautiful entries with little to no drawdown at all. So let's just get straight into this video, alright? So let's go on the daily to understand where we are in this market, right? So we see that we broke the level of support, right? This is broke level of support. So we see that sellers are in the market right now, right? So we see that price made a lower low and a lower high on top. That's all we're waiting for. Boom. That lower low, lower high. Now we see that price really broke the support, in which showed that this trend, this whole trend was over. So now we're switching to that main trend of sellers. So let's go on H1 because H4 looks way too choppy. Right, so we see that price came up, created this resistance right here, right? Me gotta make it look nice though, right? You could draw like a minor, because this is an exhaustion. Yeah, it is an exhaustion. Put that in the back. All right, so you see that price didn't even break this resistance at all. So it really respected this resistance. That just showed that there was a lot of sellers at this point that wasn't letting the market turn into like buyers. Basically, they're not letting buyers get in the market. So let's go on the 15-minute. Actually, another thing too that I just noticed right now, a bearish engulfing. That just shows that there is more sellers. Now this wick right here, how that looks like just all wick, that could just be market structure on a smaller time frame. So let's go on the M15 to see how that actually looks. Alright, so we see this. It did break a level of support right here, right? These two candles. Now we see this. Also, you have, let me see. I actually want to make sure I'm on the right candle too. My bad, y'all. Just gotta, alright. So let's put, we're in this candle. So anything after this candle, we're good. You see price was just really respecting this resistance on this 15-minute. And once you've seen this, let's say bearish variation, even right here, this is one right here too. Just like this, you could have sold. Stop loss, let's say 20 pips. Boom. And you just catch the, let's say the overall move. So it's going at H4. So our overall move is straight to that recent lower low. So it'd be this whole exhaustion. This whole exhaustion, right? So let's go on the 30-minute. So we were in drawdown for literally 10 pips, 10, 11 pips. Like, that's really nothing at all. That's really nothing. That's a great entry because you're understanding that you're in the seller's market and you're not in the buyer's market. So to say if you would have sold right here, let's say you put your stop loss right there, like the market could have kept coming up and up and up and up. Like it's best to make sure that you're at a valid and strong point of resistance or or even support. Just right here. This was a strong resistance area, so it wasn't broken at all. But this would have been a safer trade for me personally to take, knowing and understanding where I'm at in the market on the higher time frames. Right? So let's go on H4. Boom. You have that exhaustion. But it's too cluttered, way too cluttered. So let's go. See it price created this resistance on the H1 now. And it did create a minor lower low right here. So this would have been considered that lower high point. Now let's say if you were right here. Remember, because you can take the most beautiful entry, but market can do so much things. I'll show you. Whoa, okay. So say we saw a price came up to here. Your first entry, put a trend line right there. Boom. I would have waited for seeing this break. Also on a smaller time frame, say like on the M5, level of support was broken. So this would have been that lower high point on that smaller time frame. So you could have had an entry right here. Stop loss above this wick. And then same thing. So that same area, which should have been down there. Now you would have been stopped out because the market failed to break this minor lower low. So then it kept pushing up, but it didn't break this though. So it was still supporting this resistance. So I'm still looking for sells, right? So once I see that price has created nice, that'll be a nice counter trend line. Boom. You see market structure. Now you see that it's creating higher higher lows, but it's still maintaining this resistance. Like they're not able to break this resistance at all. And then once you see a break, let's say on that 5 minute, there was a break. And then once you see this candle right here, that beautiful exhaustion up top, little bit of exhaustion at the bottom, but your still main focus is sellers in the market. So you would have sold, say stop loss above this wick, so say 20 pips. Just put 20 pips around it there just so the market can fluctuate, you know? Now literally we were just in drawdown. Let's put on 1 pip in drawdown. Straight to right there. Now, this is for if you have like that seriousness, like you can actually hold trades, then if you would have seen this market break this level of, let's say, put right here, level of resistance, that just shows that the market is fluctuating into that buyers, and there might be a counter trend, there might not be. The market just might create an engulfing and keep going down, but in this case it didn't. But it did respect this level of resistance this whole time, not breaking it at all. And you see the price did respect this level of support as well. Respected. You could have drawn a trend line. And then you could have taken sells like around this area. But just so I'm more of a conservative trader, so I would have taken it more right here than up here. I like having a lot of confirmation. All that exhaustion right there. Boom. Little resistance. Now we see that it's respecting this resistance as well. Right? And we're on that downtrend of it. We're on that selling pressure. So then that's when we go on the H4. So we're going like on the M30. All right, we're going on the M30. We see that price broke out of this counter trend, which created this lower high, but it failed to, break that level of resistance. So what do? I would have been confident to take this sell right here. Stop loss, I would say around about this box of 30 pips, 31 pips. And same TP around this area. And that's literally it. That's literally how I trade. It took time, but once you get the hang of it and you see the market, literally everything just flows together so beautifully with the higher time frames, lower time frames. Everything about it is beautiful. But that ends up this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Peace.